I say a little prayer every morning for me, for my children, that my children will come in free of worry. It's just let them come in feeling good. So I kind of use 3 E's. I come in energized, excited, and enthusiastic every day. And I do want to say you guys did super well yesterday. The students have become a lot more demanding. They have so many diversions outside of class.
She's good, she's confident, and likes to play a lot.
I'm talking about you. I said you look like Bruce Willis.
Do I really?
Now, how do you feel about reading?
It's good, I like reading.
How did you feel about it before this class?
Hate it.
I wonder if my family's alive. I hear the screams of my village. She's kind of like pushing us hard and that's it. But I really like that because it got my grades up on reading and English.
I have a kid who called me one day. He didn't like to write. His name is Mark. He said, I just published my first poem and I dedicated it to you. And Mark wrote on here, you're the one who gave me confidence and taught me to never give up. Oh, gosh. You helped me become a great writer and I will never forget you. Thanks for 3 great years of my life. And that's Mark. I'm always being asked, when are you going to retire? And I said, when I feel like I'm no longer of value to the students, when I feel like I'm not helping them in any way. And as long as I feel like I'm helping, I'll be around.
Ladies, let's go. This is the one that calls me Mama. A lot of them call me Mama, which I love. And at first it was a little uncomfortable, and then it became an honor. You're a great kid. You're a great kid.
Gonna adopt me.
Even though you're chewing gum.
I'm gonna spit it out.
Okay. I just really wanted to be able to help kids learn. I have a handicapped son, and the way that he is going to be able to learn won't be the same way other kids can learn. I knew in middle school that I wanted to be a teacher, and he just inspired me to do it. I was a student at Monning. I had several teachers who influenced me. Some still work here. Some are down in the administration office now, like Ms. Stillworth, and they were crucial.
When like something bad happens or you're getting a bad grade in the class, she will teach you, like, you need to do this, ask for help.
Kids should inspire the teachers, and teachers should inspire the kids, but I like it the other way. How many of you still don't have it in your heart? That's all right.
I have to have been disciplined many times before, and she'll be the one to do it. And I can learn from my mistakes because she'll explain to me what I'm doing wrong and what I need to do right.
I do see lots of families come through that I went to school with them and now teach their children. And that's the one thing that I love about Monning is, you know, this is my home. Every single year as an adult, I would come back and say, hi, Ms. Stillworth, how are you? And she would go, are you in school yet? And I eventually got tired of hearing that. And so at 26, I did. I hope that my students can look at me in the way I looked at Ms. Stillworth and be inspired. I do.
$525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year?
You know, a lot of the kids on the first day, they would see me in the classroom and say, yeah, where'd you come from? Are you another student? It was definitely interesting. It's hard gaining the respect, but once you have it, you'll never lose it.
How you doing?
The main thing is that I've matured very quickly.
And if you divide by 32 on the right-hand side, what do you got to do to lift? Same things.
Most like one of the best teachers I ever had.
And I really didn't know nothing about math until he came this year. I just started learning everything all over again. So it's really good. I really like math. It's my favorite subject now.
You know, hearing that noise that I just so love, you know, that, oh, that's one of the small things that I truly value, you know, because it clicked. That's when you know it clicked, and that's when you know that, you know, they get it, they understand it. And I mean, to this day, I don't think I've missed an event.
I'm graduating. I know, it's surprising.
It's the small things that really count to the students. Little small things that we do for them is what they really truly value and will value for the rest of their lives.
The only concern is my age. I look more like their cousin or their sister. Yes, I'm younger, but there's still certain things that I expect to go on in the classroom. When I divide 0 by 5, what am I going to be left with? I I always loved math ever since I was in middle school. I always walk the classroom whenever I'm doing anything or whenever they're working. I walk and I always look and make sure that they're picking up on it.
She's a good teacher. She get into her work and she let us learn the material and get into it, make sure we know it before we go on.
I always wanted a job where I felt like I was doing something positive, or that there's a purpose in me being there.
At first, I was like, I just want to get rid of my math class, but now I'm ready to take calculus because of her.
She understands us and she understands where we come from.
My goal is to make a 2400.
The goals we did at the end of February, beginning of March, right before we were gonna start focusing on the tax.
My goal was to pass the tax and get commended on all parts.
And it's kind of to give them that visual of this is what I want to do. This is not only important to Miss Jefferson, but this is important to me.
My goal is to pass the tax, which I did.
I'm proud of them. The more importantly, they're proud of themselves because they go back and they look at them and it's like, look, Miss Jefferson, I told you, I told you. They don't realize it. They think it's just the classroom, but you know it's more than just that.
Electrical devices such as light bulbs are designed to use a certain amount of energy each second.
White Paris, win, win.
I thought I was going to be an engineer, and I studied abroad while I was in college.
Yesterday we talked about Ohm's law. That could be a key to something that you could write down for your hypothesis.
What's a hypothesis?
Oh, a hypothesis is an educated guess.
Are you ready? Are y'all working together?
What if not educated?
Well, then you would have an idea based on previous knowledge or on anything that you studied recently.
She told me.
Mira la light bulb. ¿Y si cuando?
I think the fact that I am Hispanic and that I am a female gives them a little bit more of confidence in themselves, you know, like, oh, if she could do it, I could do it.
You see a little dot?
Oh, yeah.
There?
Could you return back to 0?
Yes, it can't go higher.
This is a variable resistor. It's called a potentiometer, and this is controlling it. That's why it's called variable.
You understand all that?
Not yet, but after I'm done with this lab, I will.
Play hard.
I don't have kids, you know, so they're like my kids now. And so whenever I'm not coaching, I try to make it a point to go to basketball, tennis, you know, soccer, anything that I can. The way that they react when they see me there, just like I know it's important to them.
I think I've learned that this is what I'm supposed to be doing at this point in my life. And I never thought, like, I didn't go to school to become a teacher, you know? But I think that this is where I'm supposed to be.
Thank you.
Who's walking?
And
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 10, hut!
And 1.
Hold it, guys. I know it hurts.
At ease.
10, hut, 1.
Come on, try harder, guys. Try harder.
He wasn't always the easiest person. He was so hard on me sometimes, but he always had my best interest at heart.
Changed on the right foot.
And 1, 2, and 3.
That's better. Now try again.
He makes you feel like you can do it. Like if you practice hard enough, he makes you feel like you'll achieve whatever you want.
Wake up the whole neighborhood.
1.
There you go. Much better.
I grew up in Cameron Park, down in Brownsville, Texas, which was at one time considered the poorest neighborhood in the country. Me personally, what music's done for me, it's quite a journey.
What's your attitude like? Is your face telling me I'm ready to work or I'm ready to take a nap?
I'm very, very, very strict when it comes to there's always a better way.
Now you look like you're about business.
Mediocrity is not even part of our vocabulary. It's what can I do better?
I never want to disappoint him, so if he expects greatness out of all of us.
Truly why I'm a band director is because of my teachers at one time. You know, they helped me, and I just want to pass that on.
He could go and play professionally and make lots of money, but he stays here and he teaches all these kids that really need it.
Many people worry so much about, well, what's this world coming to? You know, well, that's our responsibility. We teach them how to act, how to be. I'll go home satisfied thinking we are going to be okay in the future because our kids, they're good kids.